We're live on the E-Road Australian
Rally Championship social channels. Good afternoon, everybody. Greg Rust and Dean Herridge with you, wrapping up the Accent Benchtops Rally Queensland, the Gympie Gold 2 Power Stage, wrapping up a short time ago. Competitors are transporting on their way back here, and we'll be talking to the first 10 cars that have come through that Power Stage very shortly.
Yeah, and it's been what a fabulous weekend it's been in regards to results, the drama and the theatre, to use one of your words. I mean, it just shows how red hot the pace is here and how hard it is to win. And look, it looks like Hayden Paddon might get the round win. But Lewis Bates, all the way to the end there, looks like he might have got the Power Stage point. So a good little comeback from Lewis as well. So lots of storylines up and down, and we'll look forward to, like I said, those first 10-seated cars in reverse order coming through, hearing their stories. There's obviously battles up and down the field. It's going to be amazing.
Pretty disappointed. Harry Bates has arrived back here just a short time ago. We have separately spoken to him, grabbed an interview with him while they were putting the car back in the transporter. An unfortunate retirement. We weren't able to even see him come through the stage before when we were broadcasting live.
Yeah, and we were talking up that the battle's intense, and it was a great victory yesterday. But it really puts a dent, when you drop complete points and Hayden comes through for the win, 50 more points. It's making it very difficult. He's now the guy to beat. Hayden, the championship's his to lose from here. I know it's only halfway during the season, but that's the reality of it.
All right, so the other story, of course, Wolf Production Cup this weekend. And we'll be literally, I think, kind of updating you here at the finish line. Clayton Hoy has really been clinging, basically, just because of an engine issue with that car, hasn't he?
I reckon the heart rate of the team would be beside themselves. Until they check into here, it's not done, but he's managed that perfectly, and it's likely he's going to have an unbelievable overall result. We're going to have a production car on the podium here, third outright. He'll edge out Lewis after his problems, and what a drive. He's done just a magnificent job. He is a great steerer. This will be great rewards for the efforts that we've seen and the ability and his commitment to doing ARC rounds, all coming to the fore. Him and Aaron Kelly, great combination. We talk it up. But yeah, this champagne will be sweet. Not just the outright podium getting production, but getting production podium, but also an outright level.
We have had a little bit of an international flavour here in Patrick O'Brien, the Irish competitor. Man, he has really. I mean, we are of the belief or of the understanding that it's a one-off appearance. There's probably a pretty good justification to try and invite him back and get him to do another one.
Got an Irish GoFundMe page going on for him. Spectacular. Great to have him in the series, and was putting the fight right up to the lead guys, particularly today. Once he found his feet and knew the conditions of Queensland, was sort of showing a good effect. Same thing, having a drama in that Glastonbury stage, dropped 6 minutes and sort of bundled him out. He was a chance for a podium as well.
Man.
And that would have been a really great storyline for us here to have another international on the podium of an ARC round. So, yeah, let's hope he can come back and he's got the bit between his teeth and enjoyed it.
You may be able to see over our shoulder, our cameraman Jai can probably show you the MRF entry there. So Tony Sullins has already arrived, did the job yesterday when it came to two-wheel drive cup and was tested. The heart rate went up. Lost some vital minutes today when he went off the road, but was able to rejoin, which is great.
Shows the fighting spirit. It was off for like 6 minutes or something in the ditch at the end of the day, but they've dug it out, got themselves back out, and they're going to get a strong result and finish in two-wheel drive cups. So they're after a great little pocket rocket, this machine. So we'll get him to stop there. He doesn't even know what's going on himself. Stop and have a chat to Jackie and see exactly how his weekend's gone.
Jackie?
Tony Sullins, Kylie Newell, you had some heart-stopping moments this morning. But you've had a cracking run this afternoon, haven't you?
We did. We everything came together. We've had our hardships, as everybody has in this event, and it's just great to be finished.
Now, looking ahead to Gippsland, do those stages suit your car a little bit better than this weekend?
I think so, yeah. It's colder and grippier, and, yeah, a two-wheel drive will be a good thing down there.
And how did you go on the power stage just now?
A bit cautious, because the first time through, Kaylee was holding a door shut the whole way through because it kept flying open, so I didn't really get a fast run at it, but, yeah, we were all right.
Well, thanks for that. Enjoy your weekend. See you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get set for the next one. Jaden Glusky will make his way up towards us now. Tony Sullins gets set to
what a great
head off.
result.
This is a good story, Jackie, because from Jaden's perspective, they have dug deep, fought hard today in the battle for Junior Cup, and I think it's come down to less than 20 seconds. Dino?
Yeah. Jade and Lucy Glusky, it's been an epic battle. You've been in the mix in outright terms and in juniors. It's probably not quite gone your way, but you must be thrilled to be in the fight.
Yeah, look, I can't help but be a little bit disappointed without getting any chocolates this weekend, but I am pretty proud of our pace that we've had all weekend. It's been probably the quickest weekend we've ever had in a rally car. So, yeah, we've got that to be proud of.
Mate, I know. Don't be too hard on yourself. I know, probably talking 10 seconds either way. The junior battle with Jax is great. It is great to be pushed, and then you look over your shoulder and you've got Brinkman and Price in there and an overall top 10. It is very solid and fantastic performance by you guys.
Yeah, it's not often you get to battle with a Dakar Rally champion, is it? But look, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want a competitor that I'd be smashing or he'd be smashing me, because that's the whole point of the Junior Cup. It's to push each other to get better, and we saw that last year with Mitch and Molly, and once again this year it seems like the pace has stepped up again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to our progression throughout the year.
Be proud, mate. Can't wait to see you the next one. Well done there to the Gluskies. Fabulous effort from them.
Next car to make its way in is Glenn Brinkman and Scott Beckwith, and we'll have a word with them. They've put up a pretty good fight as far as the Subaru WRX Challenge is concerned, and we've enjoyed following that fight all weekend long. I sense, while you might be a little disappointed, you're also incredibly proud of what Toby Price is doing, aren't you?
Oh yeah, not disappointed at all. Happy that he's come along, and I don't mind running second to a professional driver, no problem.
Right, talking with Scott Beckwith over the course of the weekend, what you have collectively done, the development you've had in this car, must have been quite satisfying this weekend to see all of that paying dividends and taking maybe another step forward. This class is going well.
Yeah, look, I've been in it since the inception and seen it change, and yeah, they're just a treat of a car to drive now. So yeah, pretty happy to be involved, and can't wait to see a few more on the road.
We can't either. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here he is, Glenn Brinkman.
Yeah, great result by the team there. Left-hand wing mirror missing a bit of body work there. Did a good job. And another one who's been fighting hard every time we saw them. Issues yesterday. We're thinking off today, battling it back. We'll obviously be able to have a chat to Stuart Reed. What a great job. Let's see what he's had to say.
Well, Stuart Reed, it's great to be chatting to you this afternoon because you had quite a tough day yesterday, but you've had a cracking afternoon. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, no, yesterday was very character building. We had a few things go wrong that would never actually happen. Shattering a disc in a water freak, something new to me. But this afternoon went well. This morning we all anticipated the roads to be quite wet, so we softened the car up quite a bit. And when we got to the first stage this morning, it was dry as, so the car handled like a ship. So we hit a causeway quite hard and bounced off the road, so we stiffened it up a little bit. And yeah, this afternoon's been good. It just shows the car's got the potential, and yeah, Bella and I had a good time.
Well, congratulations, you two. Enjoy the rest of your night celebrating that one. Thank you.
Just worth updating as we get set now for Bodie Reading to join us as Reed heads off there. Just an update on a heat scenario here, Dean. You've been watching the results at the end of Heat 2.
Hayden Patton out on top. Lewis Bates, Alex Rulo, Clayton Hoy, and then Patrick O'Brien, your top five. Toby Price sneaking into the six again, just getting Jackson Long. But here's another tough story here for the weekend, Bodie. First round back in this year's ARC. Not quite the way you went, but when you were going strong as always.
Yeah, no, there was definitely good times there throughout the weekend, but unfortunately just rallying finally bit us a bit hard as it does, and yeah, obviously that small mistake from me yesterday cost us, and then had an issue with the wheel falling off on the second stage this morning. But yeah, massive thanks to the Les Walkden boys for getting the car back in action, and thanks to a bit of Panadol and Nurofen for keeping me going as well after that heavy hit. But yeah, no, we'll push on to the next.
It is a massive effort. The car, tell us about the damage and what the work the team had to do last night to get you back out there and try and be at your best.
Yeah, well, we pretty much bent everything in the rear end just because of the way we landed, and smashed the front windscreen because of the impact and the trees and stuff. So we had to get a new windscreen fitted, and the boys had to go an hour down the road and cut one out of another car. It was a pretty hefty effort, but the boys got it done, and it's still fairly straight, which is nice.
Good effort. Now, how'd you go? Brad Jones, first time alongside. He's a Queensland champ, mate. He was supposed to bring some Queensland luck for you. That didn't work out. Hopefully next time.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we'll see how we go at Gippsland.
Well done, team. The never give up attitude. Awesome from these two fellas.
Admire the smile, admire the tenacity. Look at the names on the bonnet here that have all helped him to get it to the line, and he's been able to do that. The next story from a Wolf Production Cup perspective is an amazing one. Yesterday he started with a top 4 result in Heat 1 and has clung on to things here today. We were worried about it going into the final stages. They took some extra oil with them. I think they turned off the oil cooler basically, but for Clayton Hoy and Aaron Kelly, put your hands together, yeah. Family, friends, the crew are all here. When you left here and you and I spoke, it was fingers crossed basically, wasn't it?
Oh, for sure, yeah. We've got 5 litres of oil in the back, and we've been topping it up the whole way and using no throttle, and can't believe we actually made it, yeah. So I think we're on the podium outright. It's it's been 5 years since me and Aaron have been on the podium, and didn't really think it was going to happen again with the competition these days, but yeah, a lot of carnage out there, and I think Slow and Steady wins the race, or comes third anyway.
Well, I mean, I think your eyes tell the story here. This is a little bit of an emotional moment for you.
I can just see my 1-year-old son there, yeah, so... No, it means a lot, especially to get like a car this old on the podium these days, yep. It means a lot.
And the calibre of this championship, the way that you guys have bolted something together to do that against that sort of opposition, pretty rewarding, Clay.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, a few drinks tonight.
Congratulations to both of you. Few drinks tonight, that says it, Dino.
Mega effort, and we got a little bit of a gap at the moment. As I'm looking at you, Pete, we got Peter Rulo here, Nigel from the team. A little bit of a black eye there, mate. It is great to see you in here at the service park, and no doubt eagerly awaiting as they clap through, and rightly so, Clayton Hoy and Aaron Kelly. Your son, who's done a magnificent job. So talk about polar opposites in regards to emotions, and you and Ben are okay. That's the main thing.
Yeah, no, look, Ben and I are okay. The car did all the safety gear did what it had to do, and yeah, look, fantastic result for Alex. Second at this event. After the last couple of events where he's had a few issues, I think puts him back where he needs to be. So looking good for the rest of the championship.
Nigel, this is just deserves to a team who have done a fabulous job. So this is a bit of sugar for them all, isn't it, after a tough couple of rounds?
Oh, look, absolutely. And it's so impressive to see Alex come up here. And, he's been getting better and better and better. And he's had a little bit of bad luck on the way. But, he's nailed it this time. So we're really impressed with him. And, the whole team, it's good.
Painkillers are not bad enough. You're going to have a bit of champagne tonight with him?
I might have a couple of beers, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
No, fantastic job by you and the team. And well done. Hopefully we'll see you back stronger than ever in the next one.
Cheers, mate.
Just waiting, Patrick O'Brien making his way in, and we'll chat with him in just a few moments' time. Neil Bates is with us. We'll just get Patrick to hold there for a moment. This has been a tough one for you guys, I think, hasn't it, on balance?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, certainly not what we wanted. Obviously, Harry and Coral did a very good job yesterday, but didn't back that up again today, so that's disappointing. But Lewis has done a great job today, and it was nice to see him win the power stage. So, yeah, certainly not what we wanted. But look, nice to see different people on the podium, and obviously Hayden's won. But yeah, I think if you have a look that it's a bad day. But anyway,
I'm glad you're putting looking ahead. We've got 3 rounds still to come. We do need to keep that in perspective. Anything can happen in this championship. It's going to be close and a hard-fought one. And there's a bit of time, I guess, between now and Gippsland to think about that, isn't there?
Yeah, look, there is. And as I say, it's a little bit disappointing. But as I say, Alex Rulo's done a great job this weekend. A third yesterday, a second today. It was a second yesterday, third today, whichever it was. But he's second overall, I assume, from the points. So, it's very, very good for him. He actually did a really good job and had very good pace today. So that was really good to see, a big improvement from him over yesterday. But, look, all in all, definitely disappointed. But, I'd also say, if you have a look, competition-wise, the speed is there, but, we've got to find the consistency at that speed, as has Scott and, everyone else trying to race with Hayden. So, obviously he's a very seasoned competitor, who was a WRC driver, won the last 2 European Championships. So, I rate him as probably top 6 or 8 drivers in the world. So, to be racing against him is fantastic, but we need to do better.
Well done on giving a bit of perspective to that. And although the results don't show it, the speed, relative on a per kilometre basis, there are some takeaways from that. Thank you for talking to us.
No worries.
Jackie?
Patrick O'Brien, you're here in Australia all the way from Ireland. You've said earlier just how different the conditions are over here in Gympie. How have you found this weekend?
Yeah, it definitely was difficult. But really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. Loved every second of it. Once we got sort of gelled together, the times weren't so far away, so the top guy. So, yeah, really happy.
You're a really fast learner. You put some really good times up there today. You had a little bit of a wobble this afternoon. Can you talk us through what happened?
Yeah, we got quite close to the guys and had the gap rightly down, so we thought we'd have a push, but unfortunately we got a flat wheel, so that's all part of the game.
Now, you've had a pretty good weekend besides that. Has this enticed you to come back for another round in the ARC?
Yeah, that's the problem. I've got the bug, yeah. Maybe if we can get a few pound together, we'll go again, so hopefully.
Well, hopefully we'll see you back. Thank you.
Becky, thank you. Alex Rulo moving in in the background. I think we'll be chatting with him very shortly. As Neil Bates alluded to there, it's been a good weekend for Alex too, hasn't it?
Yeah, and he needed to sort of get that monkey off his back. Coming off last year with all his experience with a great job, but he hasn't quite landed in Canberra or here. This will give him a bit of confidence going into Gippsland, and then particularly things like South Australia and finishing the season off strong. So as they fire through, I'll go to the door and have a chat to what's an unbelievable second outright here for Alex Rulo and Steve Glennie. Put your hands together. The team are coming in to do a bit of congratulations as well for the great effort. There you go. You can put a bigger smile on your face, Alex. Steve Glennie, well done. Second outright for the weekend, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Dino. Pretty good weekend for us. Kept it on the road and a bit more pace today, which was nice. But, wanted to bag this good result.
You sort of could see it coming. Everyone was making the mistakes around. You had a tough start to the season. It was really about being calculated. Show the pace you want to do, but push in the right spots and conserve to make sure you bring this thing back and make sure you land the result.
Yeah, I think probably one of the good traits we have is when we got confidence, we push, and when it's iffy, we'll slow down. And sometimes that costs us pace, but it keeps us on the road. So, I think that showed this weekend, and it's been really good for us.
Did you do anything different for this round after a tough start to the season and things, or you sort of had to consolidate and believe you had all the right ingredients, just had to come together?
We tried a few things yesterday. Some worked, some didn't. The car was feeling better today, so we had a bit more of a rhythm. But probably a bit more of a mature drive yesterday, Arvo, and even today after Harry went off, just to get through the end, but still keep the pace up.
Congratulations, you and Steve, mate. Great result. Well done. Enjoy the champagne.
Cheers, mate.
Fantastic to see the team gathered round to support them, giving them the applause as Alex and Steve Glennie head off. We're waiting for Lewis Bates and Anthony McLaughlin to join us now. The Yaris is making its way in here. Second for the heat for them.
Second for the heat, but wins the power stage. 10 crucial power stage points. That's a bit of a statement for Lewis. He knew that stage, consolidates, banks a few more points. That's a show of a guy who's got a bit of grit and determination as well, doesn't he? So.
Sure does. Let's carry that theme on while we chat with them. Here they are. It's been an up and down weekend, but man, on Sunday, particularly with that power stage, you showed real grit and determination.
Yeah, it was a shame yesterday. Once again, sorry to the team, but we fought hard today. We ended up coming away from the weekend with pretty good points, and to get the power stage win is a very nice 50th birthday present for Anthony. So, pretty happy with that one.
Your dad's been a great sort of ambassador for the championship in talking to us there before and congratulating some of the other competitors. I know it is a tough result as a team, but there are some positives in this as we get set for the back end of the championship on the kind of pace you guys are showing relative to Hayden. It's that consistency you want now for the final three, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and congratulations to Hayden and John this weekend. They drove absolutely amazing on a very tough event. But yeah, we're still in the championship fight. We'll never stop fighting. It's rallying, so anything can happen. So we'll press on.
Good on you. Go well in Victoria.
Thank you.
There he is. Top job there on the Sunday. Second in the heat. A fighting second too. And we're waiting now for the Kiwi combination to make their way in here. Good crowd has gathered around us here in Service Park from rival teams too. Ladies and gentlemen, how about making some noise? Accent Benchtops Rally Queensland. What a result. Hayden Patton and John Kennard.
Yeah, put your hands together, everyone, as they do as they shoot. Obligatory sort of show there. We'll soak this up and enjoy with the team. We'll do our podium soon after that. Let the photographers do their bits as well.
He's enjoyed the challenge, the battle with Hyundai's rivals in Toyota here and the bases. Let's go to Jackie. Cool moment here in Queensland for Hayden and John.
Hayden, congratulations on yet another win here in Australia. But yesterday, Harry Bates really made you fight for it. How have you enjoyed the competitiveness?
It's obviously a great result at the end of it. Probably got more out of this weekend than we expected. It was probably not the rally that was our strong point. And obviously Harry and the Toyota team put up a good fight. So lucky to come away with it today. Obviously commiserations to Harry. But obviously we just got through and managed things today and did what we had to.
And talking about just today, for your second sweep this afternoon, you went a lot faster than you went this morning. Can you talk us through those stages?
Oh, no, not all. Road conditions probably helped, but you had the tyres were overheating a lot, so we had to drive very, very carefully this afternoon, just look after things and avoid punches. When you got a bit of a gap, you just need to manage it. So obviously Lewis had a good time on the power stage, but other than that, still good points all for us and very happy for the team.
Talking about your team, you've got a team out here, you've got a team back home. What does this win mean for them?
It's a big team effort. Like, everyone is travelling across the Tasman to be here. So we're doing all the car prep away from home, all the work, the development, everything. So it's a lot harder for us. But, all the guys are rolling up their sleeve and doing an awesome job and enjoying it as well. It's a cool experience for us. It's all new rallies, new competitions. So we've got to embrace it while we can.
Well, thank you. You definitely put on a show for all the spectators here and everyone watching at home. Thanks for that.
Great. Thanks very much.
Look, we thought we'd take a chance to speak to John Kent. I just heard the go of the Kiwis. Does it feel a bit better to nail it to the Aussies today, mate?
Yeah, it does. It always does, doesn't it? I watched them playing rugby the other night and I was going to offer them a coach.
Well, maybe you and Hayden get involved in that. Mate, it's great to have you guys part of the series. I mean, the credentials are well documented, etc. But are you enjoying the challenge and the fact that we do have a competitive series over here in Australia and the challenge of that?
Yeah, it's somewhere different. And all of the guys have done most of the stages before, so that puts pressure on us, and it just makes it really good. It's a good challenge.
And when it comes together, I mean, you've been in this sport for a long time, you've won a lot of stuff, but the challenge, who says that? It's the fight that means a lot at the end of the day, isn't it? It's one thing to win a rally, but to win the fight is what it's about as well. That makes it more special for you and the team.
We're both really competitive people, so the fight is the whole thing.
Yeah, we've noticed a little bit of that. Yeah. But well done. Put your hands together, everyone. Hayden Patton and John Kennard, winners of this year's Accent Benchtops Rally Queensland.
John.
Fabulous result for the team.
And everyone at Padden Racing Group there too. Yeah. I mean, a massive performance. We're going to take this opportunity. We've got a little bit longer in our Facebook Live here.
Do you want to jump in and take the car?
No. We'll let them enjoy the celebrations.
He doesn't trust
Toby
us.
Price is inbound, and we thought we'd celebrate that. You talked about it before. I think it's 6 for Heat 2.
Well, he's gone through. He's had a great battle overall with Jackson Long. He's bounced back to take 10 out of him and get another 6. So it's a back-to-back 6 outright for Toby Price and Holly Kilbride, and of course winning the WRX Challenge. That's a pretty massive effort for a guy who hasn't been in rallying for very, very long.
Second time in succession, second round in succession as well to win that WRX Challenge. Why don't we talk with him? Congratulations, both of you, class winners once again. But it's important, the outright result you've demonstrated in this car. Well done.
Yeah, unreal. Holly's done an amazing job calling the notes and everything through the day. And, to be 6, I think, outright, I think it is. So I don't even know myself. But, yeah, it's pretty something pretty special for sure.
About what the pipeline looks like beyond here. I know you've got international commitments, Toby, to think about and so on, but we've whet the appetite here. You're enjoying your rallying. Will we see you? It sounds like we'll see you do a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely going to be back, whether it's in the Subaru or Glenn's Evo. Yeah, for sure. I've got my eyes set on a Rally 2 car, but trying to take the right steps and take it easy as we go. But I think we could, have a good run at that. And I don't think we'd outright win, but would like to try and give them a hurry up. But other than that, I'm having a great time and enjoying it, and we get ready for the Baja stuff now in the next few weeks, and then we'll be back in a rally car again, so it's good times.
Congratulations to both of you. Out of that trophy truck into this, you drove it superbly. What a result. 6th outright and another class win. Congratulations.
Unreal. Thanks, Rusty. Cheers, guys.
How about it? There's Toby Price.
From Toby and Holly. A bit worried they might come and run us over on the way through here. It's been a magic round of the E-Road Australian Rally Championship, though, hasn't it, from that point of view? And great to have Toby as part of the series.
Absolutely. The fans have been coming up and getting their autographs all weekend in Service Park. And just what a thrilling weekend of ups and downs. Unpredictable at every moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was awesome for all sorts of reasons. Looking forward now to Gippsland, the next round of the championship. We commence the second half of the championship. First time in 12 years that we're going to have some night rallying. We're going to need those steady lights, aren't we?
We are indeed. We're glad they've supported the series this year. And, of course, we go enduro round. So it's about both days back-to-back before you bank the results. That's a little bit more strategy required to make sure you bank an overall result on Sunday. It's not all just about speed and stage times. You've got to make it count towards the end on Sunday.
Jackson Long coming through beside us. He's had a great weekend when it comes to Junior Cups. Speaking
absolutely.
of all the cups, we'll update them for you on our social media channels. Keep an eye out for that. And lots of other news and information that'll filter through between now and the next round of the championship. Some picks from the podium too. Dean will be emceeing that. That wraps up, though, the end of the stage action here. On behalf of Jackie, Dean and the team, it's bye for now.